Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if it's your first time, thank you so much for stopping by. As you can see from the title, I'm going to be sharing with you some of my Trader Joe's gems. So I actually discovered Trader Joe's right here on YouTube. I would look at so many grocery hauls and they would always mention it. So I decided, let me check out this store. And when I tell you, the hype is real, because I've found some gems that I have been buying over the past couple years since I discovered it. So I'm going to share them with you. Leave your comments below if you have a Trader Joe or if you've gone to one. Let me know what are your favorites. I see that they have a lot of fall seasonal items that they're coming out with. So I'm thinking about maybe grabbing some and sharing them with you. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that. And as always, thank you so much for stopping by. Let's get started. I'm going to start with the breakfast item first, and then of course we'll keep going. So the first one that I have is their quick cook steel cut oats, and it said that it cooks in 8 minutes. So this is a 25-ounce container, and this is actually $2.69. So if I could remember, I'll leave all of the prices on the screen. Those that I remember, I'll let you know. So this is actually the best price that I have found in any store that I have looked. So this is definitely a great buy at Trader Joe, and this is what it looks like. And I actually discovered steel cut oats, I would say about 2 to 3 years ago, and I've been hooked since. So I love grains and seeds. So if I purchase bread, I love, you know, like the multigrain that has your bugle wheat. They probably have oats in it. I love that kind of bread. So sometimes if I make bread, I would even put this in my bread. The only annoying thing about it is it gets stuck in your teeth, but other than that, I love it. This one can be eaten, you know, just about any time of day, but I know it's very popular at breakfast time. So these are their hash browns, and these are the hash brown patties. As you'll see, I've already been using it, but I think this comes with either 10 to 12 patties. I don't remember, and I don't think it doesn't say here, but this is actually $1.99, which is also a great deal. And this is what they look like. So for these hash browns, I like to do them on the stove. So I'll just spray, you know, like a cooking spray, and I'll put it in the pan and they defrost in no time. So I also love their hash brown patties. Then this I actually discovered, I would say maybe a year or two ago. So it's their peanut butter. So before, I wasn't picky about peanut butters. I just bought whatever. But once I looked at Trader Joe's ingredients, then, you know, you start looking at all the ingredients for the other peanut butters. And what I like about them, they have a lot of variety. So this one is $1.99 per container. And this is a 1 pound container. So I usually get 2. So I get the salted, the creamy salted, and the creamy unsalted. They also have a crunchy. I love crunchy peanut butter as well, but I just have these two. So the first one is, of course, the creamy salted. And this one just has literally dried peanuts and salt. That's it. And then, of course, I have the unsalted. And the unsalted just has dried roasted peanuts. Why I like the difference. I mean, this one I can eat it on just about anything, but I feel like the unsalted is perfect for like if you're making a smoothie. So I'm like, you know, you don't necessarily need salt in a smoothie, so you can just add the unsalted one and it would be perfect. So those are all the breakfast type items that I have. We're going to get into some of the frozen items. So the first thing that I have are their Tostones. So these are fried plantain slices, and this is a 1 pound pack. And I actually discovered this from a young lady that I look at here on YouTube. I think her YouTube name is Keisha G, and she posted this, I believe last year. I saw in one of her vlogs that she had this, and I've never seen this in Trader Joe, so of course I wanted to give it a try. And as you can see, this is one that I've also been using. Let me see if I can show you what they look like on the inside. So basically they are plantains, so they're just green plantains that they have mashed, and fried. It's what I usually do is sometimes I'll actually have this for breakfast. So again, I'll heat it up in a pan, and sometimes I use my Chick-fil-A sauce. I'll cut it into pieces, use my Chick-fil-A sauce, dip it and eat it. That's it. Sometimes I'll have it with eggs. So you know, sometimes it will be like a replacement for bread, or I'll just have it just because I want to. Or if I don't use my Chick-fil-A sauce, then I also use ketchup. But these are really good. Then this is another one that if you look at any Trader Joe videos, a lot of people love this. So this is their tandoori naan, and this is their 12-ounce pack, and it actually has 4 pieces. I know that it also comes in garlic. I've never tried the garlic, but I'm sure it's just as good. So these I love because I also heat these up on the stove. So I heat them up on the stove, and once you heat them up, I find that they don't lose their texture. They're still nice, soft, and flaky. So I have actually eaten this with, I've done like curry chicken, and I've just used this, you know, like to dip and eat. And I've actually used it as a dinner, for dinner. So I have like a big griddle pan. So I just put it on the pan, let it heat up, and then I add some like pasta sauce on it. Then I have pepperoni and some mozzarella cheese, and that's like a quick pizza. So I also love their naan, and this is also $2 for 4 pieces. The next item is one that everybody loves at Trader Joe, and this is their Mandarin orange chicken, and this is a 22-ounce bag. And as you can see, again, we've actually been using these. So this one I love because it's so easy. Again, I just put it in my pan, let it heat up. I like it to be like to heat up slow and low, and it gets like a little crisp on it. Or you can, you know, you could just throw it in the oven, which would take literally no time. Or if you have an air fryer, oh my gosh, that would be really good. Put it in the air fryer, and then it comes with, so it basically comes with these breaded chicken pieces. And once you finish heating up the chicken, then you can either, you know, heat up the sauce. It comes with an orange sauce, yeah, Mandarin orange sauce, and you just drizzle it all over. This is so good. So definitely a must-have. This one you have seen, I discovered this a few months ago. So this is a really recent discovery. So this is their Middle Eastern inspired stuffed meatballs. I was just in the store one day, I saw it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this sounds so good. It looked really good. And a lady came over, an older lady, and she basically convinced me to purchase it. So I was like, why not? Let me give it a try. So this is an 11-ounce box. And I took it out of the bag so that you can see. So this is what they look like. And I've mentioned it in a few of my videos, my hauls with this. It reminds me of, if you've had falafel before, that's kind of what it reminds me of, but with meat on the inside. I love the taste of this. This is another thing. I just put it in my pan, let it heat up, and I've also heated it up in the oven. It is so good. But I've been trying not to buy them, you know, too much, but this is really good. And this box is $4.79. The Mandarin orange chicken is $5, so $4.99. So that's like an easy, you know, instead of doing like takeout, you can do this. And I know a lot of people rave about their fried rice. I've actually never tried their fried rice, but this with their fried rice, that's like what, maybe a $10 meal right there. But if you see this one, definitely give it a try. Then the next like refrigerated item that I have is their Parmesan cheese. So this one is aged for 10 months, and it said that it's full of flavor. And this is actually sold by the pound. So this is $6.99 per pound. This one that I got is 0.69 pounds, and it was only $4.82. So this is what it looks like. So I bought this recently because, you know, sometimes you're doing a dish and you just want some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. You know, you want to be a little fancy. So this is perfect. And for $5, I think I got like a, I think this was probably the cheapest slice they had there that I bought. So I also love their Parmesan cheese. And if you've also looked at my videos, you know I love mushrooms. I absolutely love mushrooms. So once I started getting into mushrooms, I would get it from Trader Joe a lot, but I would go through it so fast that I couldn't keep up. And as I told you, my Trader Joe isn't nearby, but this one I usually get from there. So this is the organic Baby Bella mushroom, and this is an 8-ounce container. And I think this is either $2.29 or, actually I have my receipt. This is $2.49. So this is now $2.49, and they have different kinds. They have the non-organic ones, they have white ones. For some reason, I just prefer the brown ones. I don't know why, I just prefer the brown ones. Sticking with the vegetables, I also like their whole organic carrots. So this is a 1 pound pack. Now I can get carrots for like 66 cents, but for it to be organic and only 89 cents, I love that. So I got 1 bag. Then if you've looked at my Trader Joe hauls, I always get this. So this is their whole wheat hamburger buns, and these I have 8 buns. And I think the price increased just a little, but let's see. It is now $2.29 per bag, which is perfect because I have found the whole wheat buns are usually more pricey, and I think the cheapest I've seen is for like $3 for a pack. What I have to say about these buns though, you definitely have to use it by, you know, they have a sell by date, because even if you have it in the fridge, once it gets to sell by date, it gets to the sell by date, then after that it starts getting mold. I guess, of course, you're supposed to use it by then, but I love their hamburger buns, and even though I keep it in the fridge, I just take it out, I toast it a little, and it's still nice and soft. So definitely recommend their whole wheat buns. And then I have some tortillas. So these are the corn and wheat tortillas. This is a 8 count. And I love these for 1 quesadilla. So I've used these just for a simple quesadilla, really quick dinner. And I've also used it actually today. I had it for breakfast. So I did like an omelet, and I just literally I toasted this in my frying pan, and I just put the omelet on it. I folded it up like you would fold, you know, some people fold their pizza. So I just fold it up and I ate it like that. Perfect. I love this. And this bag of tortillas, these are $1.99 per pack. So we're moving right along. So the next item I have is the organic unsweetened coconut chips. So these are like shaved coconut pieces. Let me show you what they look like. And usually I get they have an unsweetened shredded coconut. That's what I usually get, but they have been out for a really long time at my store. So I just got these, and let me tell you, honestly, I was not a fan of, I love coconut flavored items. I love coconut water. I'm from the Caribbean, so I love all that coconut stuff, but I am not a fan of shredded coconut. So you know that chocolate almond joy, oh, I cannot stand it. Too much coconut. It's just too much for me. But last year I was making parfait bowls, and I would sprinkle just a little bit of the shredded coconut on it, and it was just the right amount of coconut for me. And I was also using it in I would make like these popsicles, and I was shredding it in some coconut milk, freezing it. I'll go into details about that recipe another time, because trust me, it's so good, and I've actually been using it a different way. Anyway, I digress. So I love these organic coconut chips, and I love that they're unsweetened. So you know, I can control the sugar. If I don't want any sugar, then I don't need it. So this is also a good buy, and this is $1.99. Then I was also trying to use a little more whole wheat pasta. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with whole wheat pasta. Yes, I would like to use it because, you know, they say, oh, don't eat, you know, the whole white flour, all that jazz. But I know whole wheat pasta can be like really coarse, and I love food, but I'm just like, I don't want to deal with it. So I've had some before, some spaghetti where it's like, you literally have to drench it in sauce because it's so coarse and you end up not enjoying your food. But this one, while it is, because it's whole wheat, so you know, of course it's not going to be like your white pasta, but I like it, and it's very reasonable price. This 1 pound pack is $1.99. I know whole wheat pasta can get a little pricey, but this one is good, and this is organic. So I've used this in the past, and as I said, I'm still like, you know, kind of like on the fence with whole wheat pasta. So I just usually, when I use it, I do it with meals that have sauce, so that kind of, you know, I don't get too much of that like coarse feeling. But this one is actually not bad. Then we're going to get into a few condiments. So honestly, some of the items I also wanted to show you, they were out of stock. So I'll speak about it, but I'll leave a picture on the side for you to see. So the next one, I also included in a few hauls of the ketchup. So this is what it looks like. And it is a 24-ounce bottle, and it's organic. Honestly, organic ketchup is not a requirement for me, but I've been trying to maybe do a little less high fructose corn syrup if I can avoid it. And this was $2. So I usually purchase ketchup from other supermarkets for $2. So I was like, why not give this one a try? It's the same price, it's organic. Why not? So anytime I go there, I just stock up and I have this on hand. So this is really good. This one is another one that a lot of people love, and this is actually in my stockpile. So this is their organic virgin coconut oil, and it's cold pressed and unrefined. So this I love. This is so inexpensive. This cost me less than $5. I think it's like $4 and I want to say like 69 cents. But I know a lot of people use it, you know, for your hair, for cooking. Some people put it on their skin. I am not a fan of like oils and greasy stuff on my skin, but I use this for cooking, and you know, sometimes recipes call for coconut oil, so I'll use it then. And I've also used it to pop popcorn. If you looked at my snacks video, you know that I love popcorn. So when I used to do it on the stove before I bought a machine that I showed you, I used some of this and I liked it. It gives the popcorn a little like sweet flavor. So this is also good. I just keep it on hand for whenever I need it. This one, I have talked about this so much because I could not find it. It was out of stock at my a few of the Trader Joe's that I've gone to for the longest while. But when I went a few days ago, I went on Friday actually. I went a few days ago and it wasn't in its spot, but my husband found this lone bottle randomly in the store, so we got it. So this is their sweet chili sauce, and this is a 10.1 fluid ounce bottle, and this is actually $1.49. And I love this. It has minimal ingredients. It tastes great. I just love their chili sauce. So this is another thing that I stock up on anytime I see it. Then they have another Thai sauce that I love, but I couldn't find it in my store. It's called the green, I think it's called the green curry simmer sauce. That one is really good. So if you're into Thai cuisine, that sauce is really good. It's thick. So what I usually do is I'll take some out and I'll either make it a little thin, either with water, or I'll use coconut milk. So if you use coconut milk, you know, that kind of keeps the authenticity of the sauce. And I just use it as a simmer sauce. It's so good. And I think it's also It might be, it's $1.99 actually, $1.99 for it. I'll leave a picture here so you can see. That's another one that's really good. Then I always get this spice. They have a lot of good spices, but this one in particular I get once, you know, it's in season. And it's the pumpkin pie spice, because, you know, the holiday season is coming, all things pumpkin spice. So I use the spice all year round. So I just, last year, I finished it and I went back and I was too late because they had stopped making it for the season. So this time around, I purchased one and I'm just going to make sure I have a backup. So as I said, this is their pumpkin pie spice. And of course, it just has cinnamon, ginger, lemon peel, nutmeg, cloves, and cardamom. So of course, you know, I have to tell you about the snacks. So a few of them, I could not get them in my store, but I still wanted to do the video. So the first one is their plantain chips. Their sweet plantain chips in particular. If you watch any of my videos again, you know, I absolutely love sweet plantain chips. So their sweet plantain chips are $1.99 a bag. Of course, I'll leave the picture. And it is nice and thin. So if you have a preference in the texture of your plantain chips, because some of them are like thicker and harder. The Trader Joe one is the sweet one. It's thin and it's the longer chips. Those are really good. I also another cookie that I love from there, it has been out of stock for so long, so it is called, let me get a correct name. So it is the Spookulous cookies, and it said that it's a crisp caramelized cinnamon spice Belgium cookies. That they are so good. They're $1.99 per like pack. I haven't seen them in a while, as I said. Maybe that's probably also seasonal, duh, because it's spiced, right? But it reminds me, I looked on the ingredients online. It doesn't say that it has ginger, but I know, like, since it's cinnamon spice, I'm thinking it probably does. But it gives me that like ginger cookie taste. So if you're not a fan of ginger cookies, I don't know if you like it, but I love it. They're really good. But you know what? Just give it a try. Give it a try. And that's another thing I love about Trader Joe. If you try something and you don't like it, as in you open it, you eat it, you can take it back. I have done that before and I didn't know that, but I think I saw it online, and I have purchased, I think they had at one time, I purchased something, I did not like it. I took it back, no questions asked. You can either get like your money back, or, you know, like if you're making a purchase, you just apply the credit to it. And before the pandemic, they also had like a tasting station. So they would do samples. And actually I was asking about a product at one time, and one of the employees actually told me if I saw like a new product in the store and I wanted to try it, I can take it to the area where they have samples and ask the person to open it for me, and they would open it and give me to try. I was like, what? Trader Joe. Trust me, I was impressed. But as I said, if you try something and you don't like it, you can take it back, which is great. So what else do we have for snacks? Trader Joe, they have some really good chocolates. So this one, I purchased. This is a 3-pack, and I believe this is $1.79. So they have different kinds. So the one that I got was the dark chocolate with almonds. So, and it's imported from Belgium. So they have this. So it comes in a 3-pack. I feel like I discovered this recently. So this is their no sugar added milk chocolate, and it's a 3.5 ounce bar. And this is really good. So this is $1.99. And of course, these are my absolute favorite. So these are their multigrain pita chips with sesame seed. And I use this, let me show you. I use this with hummus because I love hummus. So I use this for dipping with my hummus. My husband just eats it on its own, and it's fine like that. But this is also a good find and an excellent price. And this is another one I have raved about. So this is their white cheddar corn puffs, and this is a 7-ounce pack. This is basically Trader Joe's version of Pirate Booty. So good. I've tried this one. I think they have a sour cream and onion one. That one is really good. And this is just $2.29 for this huge bag. So this is an excellent snack. There is also another snack that I discovered years ago. I haven't had it in years because it is so addictive, but it's so addictive. So it is the chili spiced mango. When I started purchasing it, it was $1.99. I think now, you know, that was a couple years ago, so of course it has increased, but it is so good. So it's basically it's not totally like dry. The mangoes are not dry. They're more, I would say, like on the gummy side, and they're covered in, it has sugar, so it's covered in like sugar and spices, so you get like that sweet flavor but the little kick from the chili. It is so good, and I haven't been able to find it. I have been looking for it for the last couple weeks. I have not been able to find it, but of course I'll leave a picture. That one is really good. Then these are my last two items. So these two items, I can't say they're my favorites because I actually just bought them when I was buying some of these items, but I just wanted to tell you anyway. So the first one that I got is, so they have their pumpkin waffles, and it comes in an 8 count. So I've eaten this already. So these waffles, I like them as a waffle, but I did not get the pumpkin flavor at all. So this was $1.99 per box. Just to purchase it, you know, if I wanted to purchase a waffle, I'll purchase it because it was good, but I just did not get any pumpkin flavor whatsoever. So if you see this, I guess if if you want to give it a try, but just know that the pumpkin flavor, it's not pronounced. So it just tastes like, what does it have in it? Let me see. Yeah, I mean, it tastes good, but I don't just get like that burst of pumpkin, you know. So that one, so this was a new find. And then this one, I always see their cookies, but I've never gotten any of them. And this one was, let me check. This was $4.49. So this is a 13-ounce container, and I got the dark chocolate chunk and almond cookies. As you can see, this is gone. These were really good. These were very crispy, so they're like a hard cookie. So if you prefer a soft cookie, you would not like this because these are on the hard side, but I did like them because as it says, it's dark chocolate, so it wasn't extremely sweet, and then it had like almond pieces in it. I'll definitely purchase this again. So that brings me to the end of my video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know, as I said, any of your favorites in the comment section, and as always, thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe and to turn on those post notifications, and I'll catch you in the next one.